Hi, welcome to Crafting for Geeks. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the 11th Doctor's sonic screwdriver. Let's get crafting. So this is my 11th Doctor sonic screwdriver that I made. It is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial. I will just kind of be explaining to you how I made it and the pieces that I used. I found some similar pieces so I can kind of explain to you how it went. So I'm just gonna break it down a little bit. I couldn't find all the same pieces to recreate it, but I found similar enough pieces for you to get the idea. So basically, I just scrounged around for highlighters and pens and pen parts and all kinds of different things to try to mimic the look of his screwdriver. So it's nowhere near an exact replica, but it's pretty close for just a little kind of toy, I guess. So I guess we'll start with the base right here. This is a highlighter, which I painted gold. What I did to that was I have a little dry erase marker. I took the base part and I just took the nib out and I opened up the back and I took the ink part out, just put the lid back on. But that's what I did for that part. And I took the lid from this highlighter, which is this part right here. That's the lid to this highlighter. And I glued it on backwards. So you basically just glue it on however you see fit and make sure you glue it just so that it stays on really well. Duh. But yeah, that's what I did for this section right here and that. This part at the end here is the highlighter lid from a different looking kind of highlighter. It was double-sided and it looked kind of fancy. This is what I used and I painted it gold. You see at the end I have a little dot there that I put hot glue there to give it some texture, and this is also hot glue, these two sections. Play around with hot glue, add details, and yeah. So that's what I did for that part. This part at the top are some beads that I painted green. I just glued them together with hot glue and then painted it. This part right here, that is a clip from a pen that I broke off. It was actually the other side to that highlighter. I broke it off of this and I used 4 of them all around it. And this part right here, these pieces, that's a bit different, but I used 3 of those parts. So I have this hair curler, which not everyone has, but you can use pretty much anything you can find. But I used this part, I just snipped it at these 2 ends, and then I glued it onto there. I put a spring around it just for some fun details. And this one is this part right here at the end. I just snipped off the 2 ends. So if you have any hair curlers that are similar to this kind of style, you could potentially use that. This part right here, this is felt that I just wrapped around the highlighter. Nothing too fancy about that. And then I'll show you the colors that I used. I used nail polish and model paint, a mixture of the two. So they don't really sell colors like these anymore, but because we've just had them for a long time. But I can show you the colors I used anyway. So I used this color, which is called 298 Highline Green NYC color collection, I guess. I'm not sure, but that's what I used for this piece right here. For this bit right here for the highlighter lid, I used OPI nail lacquer. It's called My Vampire is Buff. For the gold, I used a gold model paint that I had from this brand right here, Testers. And then the silver, I just used some silver spray paint. I'm not sure what kind it was, and I just took it outside and I sprayed it. Oh, I forgot to mention, this part over here, the hair curler part, I slipped little pen springs around some of them. And so yeah, I just took a little pen spring I just took a spring out of a pen and slipped that around there like that. So these were pretty much all the pieces I used, and I put it together with hot glue, which wasn't necessarily the best medium to use to stick it together. I would suggest using some kind of epoxy or super glue instead of hot glue, because this can break pretty easily. So I would use something different, something more sturdy that will keep it together better if you're planning on using it like for Comic-Con or some kind of costume like that. If it's just for display, hot glue will work just fine. I would still use hot glue for the details, but sticking the main pieces together, it would be better if you used a different kind of glue. And that's pretty much it. Sorry that wasn't a step-by-step tutorial, but I hope you can still try to make one of your own. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Just let me know what kind of geeky tutorial you want to see me make next. I promise next time it'll be an actual tutorial. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks again. Bye.